everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel Booked Line and Sinker. Today we're going to talk about books on spirituality. Now I know that spirituality is a very subjective subject and yes, spirituality is a very subjective topic and everyone has their own definition and interpretation of spirituality. I'm going to talk about some books which have really left an impact on me and opened some inner doors to spirituality within me. A lot of people don't read spiritual books, and I know it's totally okay because it's a personal choice, but for me, spiritual books give me hope, give me positivity, and also help me be more tolerant of people around me as well as the circumstances I might find myself in. If you're new here, I'm Nimisha. I'm a voice artist and a book lover, and on this channel we have inspiring conversations about books and all things related. So if you're looking for book recommendations, reviews, reading tips, author specials, then you're at the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I take out new videos every week and you don't want to miss them. Well, let's get into today's video. The first book I'm going to talk to you about is Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. This is a book of wonders and miracles. It's the story of Yogananda from childhood up until the time when he went to America to spread Eastern and spiritual teachings. There is so much depth in this book, and it is the story of yogis, of gurus, of Paramahansa's own quest for finding his guru in life and then trying to spread it across the world, his learnings. There is also a lot of fantastical stuff in the book about his experiences, out-of-body experiences, levitation. And I believe, in fact, that this was one book which Steve Jobs had on his computer and was a go-to for him as well. This book is a keeper. Just go and read it immediately. The next spiritual book which I have absolutely loved is The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. Now this book has been written in a prose, poetry, fable-like style, and it reads like you're reading a scripture. It's a short book and it's divided into different chapters on love, on money, death, marriage, childhood, crime, and so many subjects which are relevant to human life. You could almost treat it as, a manual on how to live. That's the kind of book it is. The writing is very seductive, very luring. It flows like honey, to tell you the truth. There are so many beautiful quotes in this book, like this one. Or this one. Regardless of your religious beliefs, Khalil Gibran's words can be applied universally to one and all. The next book I want to talk to you about is The Power of Intention by Dr. Dyer. It talks about intention being a force in the universe which we can access, tune into, and make it work according to the way we want to achieve our goals. It kind of reminded me of the book The Secret, which talks about a law of attraction. However, in this book, Dr. Dyer talks more about meditation and ways and means of connecting with that intention, with that universal force which exists out there. It's a very readable book, very easy, and I would highly recommend this. Sadhguru has written numerous books on spirituality, and to be honest, I have read only one of them, which is Adiyogi, which I did a couple of months ago, and I have reviewed it in a previous video. If you'd like to see that video, it's there linked above. After reading Adiyogi, I was quite attracted towards Sadhguru's teachings, which is why I've actually picked up another book by him, which is called Essential Wisdom from a Spiritual Master, and I'm actually really looking forward to reading it. I have seen a lot of Sadhguru's videos and I've heard him speaking in a number of forums online, and I do agree with a lot that he has to say about how we need to live our life and perceive our life and live in a state of joy. Although at times I do feel while listening to him that he takes a while to get to the point of the question which is being asked. So his answers seem a lot more convoluted to me sometimes. Having said that, I do really enjoy listening to him, which is why I'm reading this next book by him. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Now, everybody I know has either heard of this book or read this book. And I myself have read this book, I would say fairly recently, I think a year or so ago. It had been sitting on my shelf for a long time. I had picked it up, but I'd never really gotten down to reading it. And I finally read it last year, and I'm so glad I did. I think I was kind of ready for this book. This book is about, obviously, as the name suggests, living in the present, not looking to your past, not looking to your future. Try to make the best of what you have at that particular moment, at this moment, right now, me sitting in front of you for that matter. I thought this book was really relevant at this point in time, simply because we are all waiting for something to happen into the future. And this book is likely to give all of us a sense of grounding and bringing us back to this present moment, I think, which all of us need. If you haven't read it already, give it a shot. It's amazing. The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. Now, I was in my early 20s when I first read this book, and I had no previous experience of reading anything on spirituality. And this was one of the books which opened that door for me. It's a very simply written book, and it's a fiction book, but written in a very Da Vinci, The Alchemist kind of style, where this man, he goes around looking for a manuscript and ultimately finds 9 insights into human life and functioning. I still remember this book had a huge impact on me then, and I have continued to explore different spiritual books thanks to this first one as a start. Another book I would recommend is The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. I first heard Gabrielle Bernstein speaking on a forum by Oprah online, and I really liked the way she spoke, which is what took me to her books. And this was the first and only book which I've actually read by her. She has written numerous others. This book is about how to constantly reach out to the universe for guidance every minute of your life. It talks about letting go, it talks about meditation, it talks about surrendering to the universe, to circumstances which are beyond your control. This book has a lot of Kundalini meditations as well, and it also talks about Gabby's personal struggles and challenges and how she has overcome them by turning to love. I really enjoyed this book. I also want to talk to you about some books which are on my to-be-read list and are on spirituality. The first is The Untethered Soul by Michael.A. Another book which I've added to my TBR is Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Which are your favorite books on spirituality? Please do share with me. I would love to get new names and explore new books on this subject because it really excites me. Drop me a line in the comments section below. If you're looking for the names which I've talked about today, they're there in the description box. And of course, it goes without saying, like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me across social media because I take out a new video every week and you don't want to miss it. Until the next book, bye-bye.